Today, on Running to Him.
Even at midnight, we must go to God to offer our prayers and seek His comfort. We will read through the book of Psalms for 6 months, and today we read Psalm 119, verses 49 through 64, and concentrate on verses 54, 55, and 62 and 63. Psalm 119, 54 through 55, and 62 through 63 says, "Your statutes are my songs in the house of the Lord." Psalm 119, 54 through 55, and 62 through 63 says, "Your statutes are my songs in the house of my pilgrimage. O Lord, I remember your name in the night, and keep your law. At midnight I shall rise to give thanks to you because of your righteous ordinances. I am a companion of all of those who fear you, and those who keep your precepts." Now, how many of us rise at midnight to offer our prayers to God? How many of us spend much time in the evening even thinking about God? 2 men from the early church say this about midnight prayers. Chrysostom writes, "Accordingly, let us condition ourselves not to be easily distracted from the task of approaching God constantly with our prayers, both day and night, and especially at night. The night is a time when there is no one to hinder us, when there is great peace of mind, when there is complete repose. It also is when all turmoil is left outside the house, when no one is likely to put us off or distract us from entreaty, and when our mind happens to be set at rest and can compose everything precisely to the physician of souls. I mean, if blessed David, king as he was as well as inspired author, and beset with so many worries, clad in mantle and crown, could say, "At midnight I rise to praise you for the rulings of your justice," what should we say, who despite leading a private and carefree life, do not even do the same as he? In other words, since by day he had much on his mind, a great mass of business, terrible confusion, and could not find a suitable time for the proper kind of prayer, he prayed during the time of respite that others devote to sleep, lying on soft beds, tossing and turning. On the contrary, the king, though caught up in such responsibility, devoted the time to prayer, conversing privately with God, directing sincere entreaties to him of the most intense kind. And thus he achieved whatever he set his mind to. Through these prayers he was successful in wars, inflicting defeat and adding victory to victory. He enjoyed, you see, an invincible weaponry, an ally from on high, sufficient not merely for battles conducted by the human beings, but also for the cohorts of the demons. That comes from the Homilies on Genesis. And Isaac of Nineveh, who lived 613 to 700 AD, said this, "Prayer offered up at night possesses a great power, more so than the prayer of the daytime. Therefore all the righteous prayed during the night, while combating the heaviness of the body and the sweetness of sleep and repelling corporeal nature. And this is what the prophet says, I toiled in my groaning. Every night I will wash my bed with tears and water on my couch," while he sighed a fervent prayer. "And again, at midnight I arose to give thanks unto thee for the judgment of the righteousness." And for every entreaty for which they urgently besought God, they armed themselves with the prayer of night vigil and received their request at once. That's from his book called Ascetic Homilies. We must go to God, even at midnight, to offer our prayers and seek his comfort.
Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.